Will return GSTR 9. So what is then a GSTR 9? See, GSTR 9 is an annual return to be filed yearly by the taxpayers registered under the GST. The GSTR 1, whether it's not monthly or quarterly, they have to file. It is like a consolidation of all the GSTR 1, the simple thing. It consists of the details regarding the outward and inward supplies made received during the relevant financial year under the different tax rates: CGST, SGST, IGST, and HSN post. All outward and inward supplies made received during the relevant financial year under the different tax rate. So we will disclose the GST separately, SGST separately, IGST separately, and also based on the HSN 4/2 separately. See, it is I told already, it is a consolidation of all the monthly quarterly rate of GSTR 1, GSTR 2B, GSTR 3B, the file that year. So all the consolidation, the regular tax payable will file on the monthly or quarterly for GSTR 1, monthly GSTR 3B, and the GSTR 2A is an auto-populated form. All the consolidation, all the details was mentioned in that report here, we will consolidate and we will file a form called a GSTR 9. Who should file the GSTR 9? All the tax with the same thing. All the taxpayers, taxable person based on the GSTR must file a GSTR 9. However, there are a certain exception given because they have an alternative forms for filing of the GSTR 9. Then first one will be the taxpayers opting for the composition scheme. They will file a GSTR 9 and the casual taxable person, they will take a station for a temporary period for one project. They will pay and that they will that person will pay. They will get registered for the temporary period, and they will pay that. They will file the returns for a temporary period for each set of 2-3 months, and then they will cancel the registration. So those casual tax person not required to file in a GSTR, not required to file in a GSTR 9. And next one will be the input service distribution. Need not file the GSTR 9, and the not resident taxable person also not required to file in the GSTR 9. That's the last thing. Person paying in a TDS under the Section 51 of the CGST Act with the government authorities are also not required to file in GSTR 9. So GSTR 9, everybody, all taxable person, all taxpayers or taxable person registered under GST must file the GSTR 9 except that these following category of the tax person. In the same category that who should file the GSTR 9. GSTR 9, okay, filing for the business with a turnover up to 2 crores. Turnover up to 2 crores made an option. It is not, it's made an option for a financial year 17-18, 18-19, and also the 19-20. It's the first time GST 9, it is a complicated form where it will provide elaborate details which contains in GSTR 1, 2A, GSTR 3B. The government felt that for the smaller organization where it would be difficult to fight the GSTR 9, they given a relaxation up to a turnover for the crores for an they came and made an optional for the financial 17-18 and 18-18 and the 19-20. So whenever it is not like up to turnover for the 2 crores for all the periods. They specifically they provided for these 3 years. Maybe like in the next financial year they may give or they may not give an optional. If they not made any optional, every taxable person has to file the, even if it's less than return 2 crores also turnover less than 2 crores also they're required to file the GSTR 9. So due date for the filing of the GSTR 9. So the due date is it is a due date is the 31st December of the year following the particular financial year. 31st December of the year following the particular financial year. You take an example, financial year 1920, which was ended on the 31st March 2021, they have to file 31st on or before the 31st December 21. The due date for the GSTR line for the financial year 1920, as for the first statement, it has to be filed before the 31st December 20, but they were extended up to 31st March 21. And as all we know, this GST was an new thing to all of us. So government really felt that the process, whatever the process involved is a typical process involved for filing the GST online. So they are giving a relaxation. So they given an 3 months relaxation. The 31st March 2021. It may extend or it may not be. That depends upon the government's call are taken on the GSTR, right? And the late fees and the penalties. The late fee, the penalty, it is 20 rupees per day of the default. GST 100 rupees. We have to pay like this 200 rupees. 200 rupees per day of the default. It consists of the 100 rupees portion of an GST, 100 rupees portion of an SGST. But they made a cap for penalty that is 0.2%, 0.25% of the taxpayers turnover, subject to the maximum of the 0.25% of the taxpayer. So the penalty will be 200 per day, but it will not more than the 0.25% of the taxpayers turnover. So GSTR 9 late fee and the penalty.